Flosstube and welcome to my channel. I am Stephanie, or VintageSewGal, and this is a channel primarily about cross stitch, though I do talk about quilting, general sewing, and other things on occasion, so mostly crafty stuff. Today is Sunday, July 18th, 2021, and this is Flosstube number 4 on this new channel. I do have some older videos on another channel, and if you would like to check them out, I will post a link down in the description box below. So, I am sorry, I'm a little late. I apologize in filming my video today, but I have had a stomach virus, and it lasted about 5 days, and then I've had some medical things, testing and things that I've had done, and I just really didn't feel like filming. And then, well, not this weekend, but previous weekend, I also participated in the Black Needle Society Frogwarts Year 2 retreat, and that was a lot of fun. I'll tell you more about that as we get going. So today I'm going to show you some finishes, yay, and my whips, and some haul, of course, compulsive shopper. So first off, I do have a couple of finished objects. FOs, if you don't know what the acronyms are, FO stands for Finished Objects. As many of you know, Barb Adams of Blackbird Designs passed away recently, and during Frogwarts, one of the prompts for the stitching challenges was to stitch on something where the designer was deceased. They had planned these way ahead of time, so it was just kind of a coincidence, but let me kind of explain the stitching challenges. What they'll do is they'll give you a challenge with a theme. Stitch on something with hearts, or stitch on something with spiders, or whatever. And then they give you a timer, and it's usually an hour, from like say 7 to 8, you would stitch as many stitches as possible on the project that meets the prompt. And you would get 25 house points one house point per 25 stitches. So it was a way to, generate points for the house that you were sorted into for the retreat. So I really enjoy these stitching challenges, and I'm thinking about trying to do them for myself, because for a straight hour, I'm doing nothing but stitching. I don't get on my phone, I don't get on Instagram or YouTube or text someone. For a straight hour, I'm stitching, and I can do, if I'm doing one solid color and I don't have to color change, I can usually do around 250 stitches in an hour. 1 hour. Well, several of the days, because there was only like 6 or so challenges per day, and I didn't participate in the early morning ones because I'm lazy. But, so maybe I did 4 challenges per day, and then stitching in between the challenges. Some of those days I got 1,500 stitches in a day on my projects combined. That's a lot of stitching because I'm not distracted. So I'm going to try to incorporate stitching challenges in with my regular stitching on a day-to-day basis so that I can maybe get more done. So anyway, back to the thing. One of the challenges was to stitch on a pattern by a designer that was deceased. So a lot of us decided to stitch on something from Blackbird Designs. So I picked a pattern called Now I Know My ABC. And this is a Blackbird Design freebie chart, I believe, on their website. And it's just a cute little uppercase, lowercase alphabet, and numbers. I stitched this on, this is some random linen, I believe it's 32 count. I don't know for sure. It's just a random piece that I had, and I dyed it with Rit dye a couple of years ago. So I have quite a bit more left. So I only used about a quarter of it, so I could do some more smalls on this piece as well. And it was quite a fun stitch. And I finished it. I stitched this in between some of the challenges, and I finished it in like 2 days. So it was really rather quick, and I was stitching on other stuff. So if I had just stitched on this, I probably could have done it in a day. I did do a floss conversion for it. I didn't use the called for DMCs or the called for specialty flosses. I just pulled what I had that looked really close. Weeks Dye Works Guacamole were the greens, and this Color and Cotton green, which has no name on it. I think it's one, it came in a box, or it was in one of their random grab bag floss things they do sometimes, and it never did have a name. The gray and kind of tan row, T, and then the numbers, I used Color and Cotton Brandy and Color and Cotton Golden Ale. Okay, and then for the red rows, the A, B, C, D, E rows, I used Color and Cotton Old Brick. It's the faded looking one. And Victorian Motto America the Beautiful for the bright red. And I think it turned out really well. I haven't really decided at this point how I want to finish it. Maybe a pillow pincushion box cover. I'm not real sure. If you have any ideas, feel free to comment below how you think I should finish this. I'm always looking for new ideas. It is approximately, got a ruler right here, let's see, 4 inches square-ish, maybe a little longer than square, but around 4 inches. Okay, so that's my first finish for since I last filmed. Next one, I finished the 30 threads, 30 days 30 threads that was the hashtag was started by Michelle Bendy and Stitchy Box, and I jumped on the bandwagon and pulled out a lot of my silks and fancier cotton variegateds, and I did finish this on June 30th, so I finished it before the end of June. I just haven't filmed since then. And I think it turned out really cute, and I don't know that I would do something like this again, because it seemed to take a lot of time out from my regular stitching. I used a motif from Modern Folk Embroidery's 2019 Stitch Along sampler. There was a block in there, I don't remember which month it was, but there was a block, and it was a design your own, and he gave you a bunch of different motifs that you could put together and design, and this was one of the motifs, and I thought it would show off the variegated flosses really well, and it does, I think. So there's a lot of silk in here. There's a couple of them that are wool silk blends, and then a couple of just cottons because I like the colors. So again, not quite sure how I want to finish this up. Maybe a little pillow, wall hanging. I'm not real sure. We'll see. It'll come to me eventually. Alright, so next up is WIPs. And again, if you don't understand, WIPs is W-I-P-S. It stands for Works in Progress. And I have quite a few, but I'm not going to show you them all today. It's not a WIP parade. I'm just going to show you what I worked on since I last filmed a Flosstube. So let's start with the top of my pile here. This is Let Freedom Ring by Leela Studio. I am stitching this on, let's see, 32 count Legacy Linen Squash Blossom, and no, not 32, it's 37 count Legacy Linen. I'm doing 1/2 in the called for colors, and I stitched on this for one of the Frogwarts challenges. The challenge was to use all 4 house colors, red, yellow, blue, and green. and this has all those colors in it. I've gotten quite a bit done. Where I stitched was down here in the building and the roof. So it's really kind of hard to tell because it's not a lot of area, but there are this roof, the tiles in this roof, there are 2 different colors in a checkerboard. And then I stitched some of the red over there as well. I think I got like 300 or so stitches in on this during the Frogworks challenge. So it's coming right along. It's gorgeous, and I really enjoy stitching on this. Okay, so next up is small burbs. This is a design by Ink Circles. Let me get you an image of the finished. All stuck together. Small burbs. This is by Ink Circles, Tracy Horner, and it's in one of Becky Nolan's bags. Lucy Beam, which I love this Tula fabric. It's amazing. So this has been my travel project. Car, waiting rooms, since I've had to go with myself and my mother on a couple of doctor's appointments and things like that, then I'll just stitch on the waiting room. And here is my progress so far. I think I'm going to start the 25/7 and stitch 25 minutes a day on this project to try to get it finished, because it's not very big and I should be finished by now. So I am not using the called for flosses. It's all color and cotton. I believe this is maple syrup. This is Color and Cotton Limited Edition. This is Fairway. The green is called Fairway. And the yellow is, I have no idea. I poked a hole in the middle of the name. Sorry about that. But there you go. And this is a Bags Plus bag with, you can put the project here. I keep my scissors in there. And the flosses on this side. So you can use these for fancy flosses as well as for bobbinated stuff. I don't bobbinate. Okay, so that is small burbs. Next up, this is in a bag from Creative Country Girl with octopus on the front. This is the No More Sampler by Birdie's Crossing, and I'm sorry I don't have a picture because I just have the PDF. This is being stitched on Angelic, Opal, Angelic, and 32 count by Under the Sea Fabrics with Peony Floss by Color and Cotton. And oh, you can see the sparkle. Look at that. I call this Deliciously Obnoxious. And I've gotten quite a bit done. I stitched on this some yesterday, and I'll tell you a little bit more in a little bit, but I went to a stitch day, and I stitched on some of this yesterday, but I'm having an issue in here. Something's not meeting up, and I had to put it away because I need to be able to focus and see what I did wrong. So, a little bit of frogging probably in my future, but it's going pretty quickly, and it's a lot of fun to stitch. So you see the word xenophobia. It has words like misogyny and ableism and all that, and a great big F word in the middle. So I bought the full piece that they had of this at StitchCon in the from Keepsakes. So I'm gonna have plenty of this left over. So no telling what I'll start on that next. There you go. That is the No More Sampler by Birdie's Crossing. Put these back up so I have less mess to clean up when I get done. Next up, And I'm sorry, I don't remember the designer of this bag. I'll put it in the description box below. She has an Etsy page, but I don't think she has a lot on there right now. So this is the 2020 Pandemic Sampler by VintageSewGal. And I'm trying to do the 2020 Pandemic Sampler Cell, where it's broken up into 8 parts, but I didn't do what I needed to do for June. So I'm trying to do June and July by the end of July, and I think I can do it because I'm almost finished with part 8. I just need to do this and the border up to here, and there's a little crown on top of the heart right here. And I'll be finished with part 8. And I know it's all on the Q-snap and rolled up in here, but I'm almost finished with part 7. I just need to do a little border and the other little animal. See, there's this one, there's a cat on the other side, and I can do part 7. So hopefully in the next, this is going to be my focus for the rest of July at least, so that I can get 7 and 8 finished. So this is on Be Stitch Me fabric. It's 32 count. I cannot remember the color name. I used a lot of the call for DMCs, but if I didn't have it, I substituted, and some of them are fancy flosses and some of them are not. And then this project got wet, and some of the floss bled onto some of the other floss, and there's a stain up here. You can't really see it right now, but there's a stain on the fabric. But I decided, you know what, it's the 2020 Pandemic Sampler. I'm just going to keep working on it. It's fitting, and it's been gorgeous and fun so far, and I'm enjoying it. I'm having a lot of fun. So VintageSewGal, it's a free chart. Find VintageSewGal on Instagram, and you can find the download to this chart, and you can stitch along with it. A lot of fun. Okay, next up, this is an inherited whip. My mom was stitching this and then realized that she can't stitch, upside down, 40 count, because this is the 40 count Legacy Linen by Picture This Plus and the called for DMCs. So I don't have a problem if I have good enough light and magnification stitching on 40 count. So she said, why don't you finish this? And I said, okay, sure. So I used this for several prompts for frogworts, and I got a lot done. I got the 3 ghosts and their eyeballs and all the words done. 2 problems. I stitched all the words in the wrong color, so I have started frogging them. Not completely done, but started frogging them. And then the top ghost, this ghost right here, is too high up. He's supposed to be lower down. I'm not frogging him. There are a couple of bats that go up in there somewhere, so I'm going to finish all of the other elements that go in this block. Let's see. See, there's bats, there's a spider and the spider webs. I'm going to finish the words, finish all of the other elements, and then put the bats in there somewhere, because I'm not frogging the ghost. I'm frogging the words because a lot of the rest of the words in the rest of the project are in the same color that this was supposed to be. So that would bother me. But there you go. Halloween at Hawkman Hollow by Carriage House Sampling. Kathy Barrick and her sister. I love it, and I'm so mad at myself for screwing up on it. So, alright, next up is the Frogwarts charts, which met a lot of the prompts for the stitching challenges. So I did not finish year 1, and I did that on purpose so that it would meet. Not really, but I was glad I didn't, because it met some of the prompts. So I got a lot of the border done during Frogwarts and the overworn words down there on the bottom. And it only goes to right about here. So pretty good. And then, but I did start year 2 because it met a lot of the challenges as well. So there you go. I got a lot of the burrow done, a lot of the car done, and some of the Whomping Willow. This was the needle minder, the Howler needle minder that came with the Frogwarts box this year. I love stitching on this. It's gorgeous. There is enough fabric here to do every year that's going to come out. So I'm committed to finishing this all on one piece and loving it. Katie Landis, keep designing. So that is my Frogwarts piece. Got a lot done on that. So not a whole lot of whips, but I did a lot of stitching on what I did stitch on. So next up, haul. So haul is going to be a combination of stuff I bought, stuff I won, and stuff that I was gifted. So I planned to film sooner than this, so I didn't expect this to be quite so large, but here we go. So yesterday I went to a stitchy day with the East Dallas Stitchers. From most of them are all in the DFW Stitchers group, and they have a stitchy day in East Dallas. It's either sometimes in Kaufman or in Forney, Texas, if you're familiar with the area. And it was coordinated by a lovely woman named Tammy. Thanks, Tammy. Had a blast. And it was held in the Masonic Lodge in Forney this weekend. Oftentimes it's in the Kaufman Library. They just have to vary it. And it's usually the third Thursday of the month. So if you're interested, let me know and I can get you in the right place. So there were around 14 of us. We had a blast. We stitched, we snacked, we talked, we had a great lunch together. Just generally had a great time. There was a small brag table. I'm going to put some pictures on the end of the video if you would like to see the things that were on the brag table. And there was a D-stash table where people brought stuff to give away. And I am a sucker for a good D-stash. First though, I'd like to show you a little gift I was given for being a newcomer. It was the first time I'd ever been. And I'm sorry, but I don't remember the ladies' names. I'm horrible with names. But thank you. I really enjoyed it. She gave me a little Ada canvas. So I'm going to find something that I can put on there. That'll be cute. Maybe something related to the Texas Stitchers or something like that would be nice. Also a little fabric, sorry about the crinkling, little fabric ort catcher. And it folds up, so if you want to put it in your bag, take it with you, but then it opens up. It's three-sided, see, inside, and you can put your little orts and things in there so you don't leave a mess. Isn't that cute? And then a little bag of charms. So there is a 2021 charm and a key and a crown. So I'm sure I can put those to good use somewhere. Sorry about the glare. There you go. So, love those. So, thanks a lot. I'm sorry I don't remember your name. It was a little overwhelming meeting a bunch of new people, but thank you. So, I got to meet one of my viewers, and we've become really good friends since she won a contest on my old channel for a chart, and she was coming to the Stitchy Day, so she asked me if I would come too, and I said, sure, I don't have anything else to do. So Michael was there, and I got to meet her, and we had a great time, and she went over to the brag table, not the brag table, sorry, the D-stash table. Oh, before that, she had gotten this chart for me from a D-stash group, and she knows that I always on the lookout for Prairie Moon patterns, and she knows me well, so she found this on a D-stash group and she brought it to me in person instead of mailing it. So Prairie Moons in lieu of flowers. But before I got there, she was looking on the destash table, and she found a couple of things she thought that I might like. The first thing is 3 patterns from Samsara, and they're 3 parts of a 6-part series called Witch's Pantry. This is part 1. It's the top. Here it is. You can kind of see. There's part 1. Part 2 is one of the shelves. Part 3 is one of the doors. Or part 6 is one of the doors. She found, I believe, charts 1 and 2, and I went over and searched on the freebie table and found part 6. So I've got half of the charts. I have found a website, and I ordered the other 3, and I got an email from the shop owner that she was so sorry and didn't realize they were still on the website, but she doesn't have them. She's going to check with Samsara and see if she can still get them for me, and see if she can order the embellishments. Each part has some little button embellishments. So keep your fingers crossed that I'll have all 6 in my hot little hands pretty soon. These were right up my alley, and I thought they were really cute. I love this one, the top with the spell book and the ravens. So here, if I open it up, you can see the whole thing. There you go. So I had never seen these before. They're from 2012, so they are pretty old, but I love them. And then the other chart she found for me is a blue ribbon design. It's the 6 bats and a witch's hat, little checkerboard thing with 4 bats in the corner. My mom looked at this yesterday and could not find the other 2 bats. They're right there. Sorry about the glare. So this will be fun, I think. I always love these blue ribbon designs patterns when I see them, and I have a few, but I've never stitched one, so I need to change that this year. Alright, next up, what I got off the table. These are things that I found. Virtue is Bold by Summerhouse Stitchworks. I'm trying to do more smalls because smalls exchanges, so I don't have to scramble to have something to give away if I go to an event or a retreat. And I thought this would fit the bill. It is only 100 by 127. Okay, Hearts and Flowers, a page from Peter Quintal's 17th century model book. This is all black work, and I'm always really interested in the history and stuff of stitching, and I just thought this was really interesting, especially since it was for free, and it'll go in my library for sure. So, Hearts and Flowers. Let's see if this has a date in it. Copyright 2000. It's 21 years old. Old enough to drink. Next up, Plum Street Samplers Halloweenies. I don't have any of the other weenies, and I don't have a dachshund, but it fits my Halloween aesthetic. My spooky wall back there. Next up on the freebie table was this Kaleidoscope of Seasons. I've never done anything like this before, and this was on that freebie table, and I just snatched it. I want to give it a shot. The diagrams and things inside are very well explained, so maybe at some point. It calls for it's 28 count Zweigart Moran, M-E-R-A-N, DMC floss, DMC pearl cotton, and 1 rainbow gallery. So that'll be fun. Am I crazy? Here's some close-ups of the designs on it. Alright, and then my friend Stephanie, that I used to do Flosstube with, was unable to come to the stitching day. She was going to come, and then she had something come up and couldn't come, but she loves Santa stuff, so I got her a couple things from the freebie table. This is from Homespun Elegance, Berry Jolly Santa, and I love this. Hope you can see. His beard is fuzzy. It uses a couple of different Whispers flosses, so I just thought he was really cute. And he's not very big. It's an ornament. And this is from 2003. Let's see, where does it say? Not seeing the stitch count. Is it on the back? 46 by 29. So it's tiny. So that one for Stephanie. And then this other Homespun Elegance Crescent Santa, because I thought he was just so different. Cute, but different. Right? Okay, so this last piece was not a freebie table, but a lady named Debbie, who actually lives in Shreveport, Louisiana, which is east of me. So she drove further than I did. I drove about an hour and a half. So she drove about 2.5 hours to come to the stitch group. But she makes project bags, and I snagged one. This has my Let Freedom Ring project in it because I thought it was kind of fitting. But lighthouses and stars and beach chairs, and it's really roomy. That's an 11 by 11 Q-snap in there. So I don't think she sells online or anything, but she has really good quality project bags, really sturdy. So I bought that from her at the stitch day. Okay, so rest of the haul. You ready? I got a new pair of scissors. Sorry for the crinkly. I haven't even opened these yet. You know how hard this was? These are from TwiceShearedSheep.com, and she sent this cute little card. So if anything was wrong with the order, it says, "Did something go wrong? Are you making this face? Don't worry, I always got your back. Email me right away so I can make it better." And I just thought that was cute. And she sent a cute little card that says, "Hello, friend," and says, "Thank you for your business. Enjoy, Dawn." And these are the scissors. Like in a little sheath. Aren't they gorgeous? They're called... They're called Stardust Rainbow. And they sold out right after I bought them, but I noticed that they are back in stock now. So if you're interested, they're very reasonable and they're nice. Have a nice weight to them. I love them. Alright, so now I can use them. TwiceShearedSheep.com. Next, this isn't stitchy, but it's quilting. Last video I showed the Mad Hatter's Tea Party quilt kit that I got. When I ordered the quilt kit, they were out of the backing. So I ordered it from Fat Quarter Shop recently, and it came in. So this will be the backing for the Mad Hatter quilt. No, I haven't started it yet. Okay. Alright. Next up, I do the subscription Quilty Box. And let's see what came into this month's box. I got, they give you it's a magazine called Bundles of Inspiration. And the designer focus this month is Victoria Finley Wolf. So it'll have a article about her, a little interview, and then a pattern that she designed. This is the regular pattern, and I believe there is a paper piece pattern. Yeah, paper piece pattern, and this is who's an employee spotlight, which I always thought was nice. And then I think they usually tell you, oh yes, the next month will be Sally Kelly, excuse me. So the pattern uses these fabrics by Victoria Finley Wolf. So you get the fabrics in the box. I'm just going to flip through these. Pretty colors. You know I love the bright colors. Okay, that's all there is, because they're long quarter yards, not fat quarters, but full quarter yards. That. Then you get some thread, gray thread, and it's usually Aurifil. These are probably not going to show up well, but these are templates to make the quilt that was in the booklet out of those fabrics. And then a label, a quilt label, oh boy do I always need these. This is an Easy Grip Seam Ripper, and it's, I don't know if you can tell, it's one of the ones with the razor blade, not the little hook one, and I like these better. And last but not least these are mini bolts to fold fat quarters on. So the instructions are here on how to fold it, and you fold it around and you use this little part at the beginning to tuck it into to hold it. So I believe there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 of them here. So I can't wait to try these out and see how they work. So mini bolts for fat quarters. All right, next up, oh, I got some flosses in. So my Forbidden Fiber Co. floss came. I love their subscription thing. So you ready for the pretty? This is Heartthrob. Look at that. Let's do it this way. Does it show up better behind that? Heartthrob. Okay, the next one is Celery. The next one, Sugar Plum. Love me some purple. The next one is Magnetic Mahogany. I just noticed it almost matches my shirt. Magnetic Mahogany. Silver Bells. That's gorgeous. Poinsettia, which is an amazing variegated, lightly variegated red. Gingerly, really pretty. Pacific, look at that bright blue. Grayish, like gray and beige. Grayish. One of a kind Troubled Waters, so variegated blue. Guys, I love this one. Sea Gray. Look at those colors. Sea Gray. And the last one is also one of a kind called Poe. Love me some blacks and grays. So that is my Forbidden Fiber Co. Here is their Forbidden Fiber Co. Floss of the Month. Which I need to use some of these. I've gotten, this is my 3rd month so far, and you get 10. So you get quite a few. And yeah, I'm gonna have to start subbing these in for some things. All right, next up is my Color and Cotton Floss of the Month. I get 5 from Color and Cotton, and I'm in the All Colors Club. So let's do, this worked pretty well, didn't it? Brass Band. Admiral Blue. woolen. I love these other not quite whites. Amaryllis. And Dusty Rose. Little dusty pink color. Color and Cotton never disappoints. I sub their stuff in all the time, and I love them every single time. So that was Color and Cotton. Okay, I also ordered, there were a couple of flosses in the new Frogworts chart that I didn't have, that weren't in the first one, so I didn't have them, even though I had made some conversions for the first one because I didn't have them all to begin with anyway. But I went through and ordered some of the ones that looked like I was going to run out from 123 Stitch. So I'm not going to go through all of these. They're all Gentle Arts and Classic Colorworks flosses. If you want to know which ones I got, just let me know. But these were just to fill out my stash in my Frogworts so that I didn't run out of some of the ones that I was using. Okay. That's floss. Let's see what's next on my list. Oh, I went to Joann's a couple of weeks ago and I bought some fabric to make some project bags, because I haven't done that in a while and I would like to make some project bags. So I got this spoopy print, and then the coordinating fabrics to go with it are this kind of speckledy and the gingham. So I think those three will all go really well together. So project bags there. And then they had these really cute Mickey rainbow. There's the large Mickey and Minnie, and then this rainbow Mickey. So I thought that would make a cute bag as well. And God, love Star Wars. Saw it in the theater when it came out the very first time. So Rainbow Vader. This just says Star Wars with rainbow speckles in the background. And then Star Wars rainbows. So yeah, I thought these would be really cool together for a bag as well. So not sure when I'm going to start them. They've been sitting here 2 weeks anyway already, but I will get to them eventually. Oh, also, I am on Twitch. I haven't started streaming yet, but I hope to soon if I can get up the courage to do it. But I do follow quite a few, and I won a giveaway on one. The girl who runs her channel is Lumi Celine, and she wrote a really sweet note and included a sticker. And she's Lumi Celine Designs, Crafter Extraordinaire, and she's Lumi Celine on Instagram and Twitch. So there's her card. And I won a grime guard from her with bobbins and floss and a project and a hoop. So I thought that was cute. I'll put her info in the description box below, but she does fun Twitch videos, streams, and I enjoy hanging out with her. And so thank you for me winning your contest. Okay. Oh. You should follow Agnes Littleminders. Let's see if I can find her. Here's her info. Focus. Can you read it? I'll read it to you. It's they're 100% handcrafted clay creations. She's Agnes Littleminders on Etsy and Instagram. And I bought one of her dragon needle minders. So you ready? Is that not the prettiest thing? Can you see the sparkle? And it has a clay button on the back of the back magnet. And she wrote a cute little note for me, thanking me for purchasing, and this cute little shoot for the stars, but if you happen to miss, shoot for the moon instead. And then a tea bag. And I'm watching for her because she had done in the past some octopuses and I missed them. But I'm watching for her to do some octopus, so because I think my dragon needs a little octopus friend. So Agnes Little Minders. She also includes the, it's kind of hard to see, but the care instructions on how to take care of them so that they don't get torn up, which I think is awesome. And I just love that it pretties up my project. Okay, what else is next? Oh, I got my July from Stitch Toolbox. The July thing, you could pick 3 different things, and I chose nautical. So there is my nautical bag. And the pattern this month is from Twin Peaks Primitives. Life is Good at the Beach. And she also included these are a couple of like tags to put on the back of a project, and a needle threader and a seam ripper. So that is Stitch Toolbox on Etsy. I missed August, so I won't have one on the next video, but I hope I'll get September's. Okay, so let's see what's next. Oh, Sarcy Girl, who designed the pandemic sampler, also came up with this design for what she calls Stitchy Hugs. And I mentioned earlier, I don't bobbinate. I don't like it. It makes the thread have crimps in it, and it seems like it tangles for me. So she designed Stitchy Hugs. So these are really, I love them. I bought a set, and she includes stickers to put across the top to write the floss number or name on there. And you cut your floss to lengths, and you lay it across like that, twist it, and then bring it through the hole. There's a video on her Etsy, Sarcy Girl Designs, if you want to see how to use these. But I like them, and I am going to try to get some more of these once I've used these all up. So yes, loving them. Okay, so I am one of Tracy Horner's patrons, Ink Circles, and she has been designing these cards. So she sent out this sweet little card that she drew. You can see her logo and everything on the back, along with some stickers of her mandala designs, and just a little, I love these little bags. They're biodegradable. A little, it says, "Thanks for your support on Patreon," and she signed it. So that was cool and totally unexpected. And from Tracy. Oh, I got my Be Stitch Me fabric of the month for June. I believe July's is shipped, but it's not here yet. The color this month is Grog. I am in the neutral club because I do stitch a lot of samplers or Halloween stuff, and to me, I just like it on the neutrals. I get 32 count Lugana usually. So there's that fabric of the month. I also got 4 packs of stickers from Rebel Girl Designs on Instagram. I got a set of cat stickers. Sorry about that glare. Science stickers. I'm not going to open these up. Ocean stickers, and I believe there's an octopus in there somewhere, of course, and sloth stickers. So she often posts up these grab bags of stickers on her Instagram account for you to purchase, and it's a lot of fun. All right, so I have one more thing to show you, or two more things, excuse me, to show you. One of them is kind of large, so I need to make a space. Actually, I'm going to show you one thing first and then show you the large thing. So my mom and I have interesting sense of humor, and she found these metal signs somewhere. I'll have to ask her where, and she bought them for me. Well, look. Well, crap. Cat sitting on a toilet. Your butt napkins, my lady. These are going in my bathroom. And this one for in here that says sewing mends the soul. Look at the face on that cat. I laughed so hard when I saw these signs that she got me. Thanks, Mom. Love them. All right, so next up came all the way from England. A lady I follow on Instagram, and she's also, I'm in the Foundations Revealed. I'm a member of Foundations Revealed, and she is one of the mentors for Foundation Revealed. She has done costuming for movies and TV shows and things like that. It's a really interesting lady, and she's neat to follow. She's Stancy McKenzie on Instagram. Her name is Constance McKenzie. So she put this up for sale, and I messaged her and said, will you ship to the United States? And she said, sure, if you pay the shipping. So it was only 10 English pounds plus the shipping. So I don't even remember what the conversion was now, but it came. The box is kind of not looking so well, but it does have the box. And there it is. It works. And also, this comes off so it can be a little free arm. I can't put it on backwards, but it has both the table clamps for different types of tables and a little pack of vintage needles as well. So I just kind of needed this for my collection. See if I can, there you go. It works. Vulcan Senior Child Sewing Machine. Probably from late 50s, early 60s. Fun, 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 fun. Okay, well, that's about all my haul. So I've decided to start a new section of my video called What Am I Watching? Okay, I'd like to show you the things that I watch on YouTube. It might be Flosstube. It might be CostTube, which is costuming to YouTube. It might be ChateauTube. Yes, that is a thing. Chateau, French chateaus. I like when other people share the things that they're interested in, and I hope that you're like me and you might be interested in what I'm looking at. If not, we're almost to the end, so you can just skip ahead a few seconds here if you're not interested. So today I'd like to share with you Dee's 20 Stitches Flosstube. It's a wonderful channel, an amazing host. They only have one video up so far, but it's great. And go watch it. I promise you'll enjoy it. Just trust me. Go watch it. All right. So I think that about wraps it up for this week. I've enjoyed spending time with you. And if you're interested and you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to my channel if you're not already, so you can see my next videos when they come. If you click the little bell, it will give you a notification when I do post a new video so you can watch it. I'm also on Instagram and Twitch as VintageSewGal if you want to follow me there. I hope to be able to do a Twitch stream sometime. I just have to get brave enough to do it. So a little encouragement to do that would go a long way, I bet. I'll post on Instagram when I do decide to Twitch. I'd love to have you join me for a live stream. I think it would be fun. So I think that is about all for now. Until next time, have a stitching good time.